All right, welcome back, everybody, to Breaking the Habit 2024. We apologize for the little technical issue earlier, but we are back with Broken Hyperlink yet again. So take it away.
Hello, so, as I was saying before, this is Sonic Blast, a game that came out in 1996 for the Game Gear. And typically for games, this the last game in the series for that console, or even just for the console in general, usually looks the best. Plays well, has, nice, little sprinkles, I guess we'll call them. This does not, this is horrendous. Don't play this game. Apart from the pre-rendered graphics and the title being called Blast, there's no reference to Sonic 3D Blast. Let me get the mouse out of the screen. But yes, this game uses pre-rendered graphics, as you can see right here. It does not look very nice. They tried. God, did they try? But I was told Knuckles won the bid war. I believe he still has, if that hasn't closed.
Yeah, Knuckles is still the character choice.
Yeah, so just go hang a little bit longer because I'm not sure about the ads. But yes, so there's two characters you can play as, Sonic or Knuckles, as you can see here on the main menu. And there's a slight difference. The best way to explain this is the routing is the same, but the execution is different for a lot of these things. So Sonic has his double jump, and believe it or not, this was the first game to introduce his double jump of all games to choose to do such a thing. Very brave of them. And for Knuckles, he has his glide and his water climbing, so Knuckles has a little bit extra. Some characters do things a little faster, but they do about even out in terms of the routing, I believe. So we are going to then just get started then in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. That didn't game didn't want to start. Green Hill,
Look.
It's Green. What? It wouldn't be a Sonic game without Green Hill.
Of course not. I mean, we saw it like not that long ago.
Of course. What do you mean? This is new. We haven't seen this before.
Oh, right. Yeah.
This isn't. That wasn't pre-recorded or anything.
Absolutely
this is
not.
live. This is new. So unfortunately, I missed that jump up a little bit, but that's fine. We are just going to cut through that loop. Don't worry about it. Physics are an option in this game. So as you've seen there, because I accidentally fell into that water, I had to go through and was able to actually climb up on the side and just make my way out. Luckily, didn't get hit by the buzz bomber, but I got hit by coconuts, so we'll deal with those. So because this is an 8-bit Sonic game, we have pipes everywhere. This game and all 8-bit Sonic games love pipes. But we also love them in a speedrunning sense because, at least in this game, it gives us our max speed as well as spin dashing. So you will see... Oh, come on, Knuckles. You will see me jumping as much as I sort of can within reason after most pipe jumps, or most pipes, because it lets me pull on our speed. Oh, and good RNG. Yeah, so we have a thing called signpost RNG in this game, where you have 6 signposts you can get on the quote-unquote RNG. It is tied to your frames, but I can't count, 60 frames a second, so it's as RNG as it can be. Oh, am I going to get it this time? What you seen earlier was just a prep. So that's the 2 cycle for Knuckles for Green Hill 3. Very fast, very, very clean. But our signpost RNG only applies to Act 1 and 2 of each zone. And we ideally want to see Robotnik because he has the shortest jingle. And as you've seen in Act 2, the level just immediately ended, which is fast. We want that. Next would be the ring. It has a very short jingle of just, the ring collect noise. And because we're playing then as Knuckles, our next best one would be to see Sonic, then Knuckles, and then I believe Super Sonic. Hi Hi.
Oh, hey.
And then
That's me.
the emerald is the roast to get. Look.
Look.
So yeah, the second level of all these stages is greatly greatly bigger. Oh no, Nux, please. Yeah, so first act very short, very easy to get through, and then act 2 just decides, oh, do you think that was comfy? No, this is how we do it here. And gets a lot bigger, and the further you go in these levels, actually sort of turns more into labyrinths. Luckily, Yellow Desert 2 is very straightforward. There's not much way. Oh, that was pretty decent. Not much in terms of getting lost. Red Volcano's a bit similar, but Blue Marine. Can you guess what Blue Marine is supposed to be?
Oh, yeah.
What type of zone that is? But yeah, Blue Marine is where one of 2 big labyrinths are. And if you've ever played this game, it's probably the first stage where you got stuck on, because there's just pipes going everywhere. Getting 3 hits in, very nice. Oh, that was perfect as well. So as you see now, as soon as I get 1 hit off, I'm trying to glide because I'm trying to match Robotnik with his speed and everything. I'm surprised how well that went, actually.
Look.
Red Volcano, look! Now, what color do you think Red Volcano is?
Red or purplish?
If you said red, you're wrong.
It's purple.
It's opal. Why an opal?
They didn't keep track with the color codedness.
Nah. So I believe the reason why it's opal is because of, you know, your color limitations and everything. The lava's very red, Nux is red. I feel like Nux would probably either blend in, or there'll be like some sort of color issues. Like there was in, was it Sonic 3? How like Knuckles had different colored socks and stuff.
Yeah, Sonic 3.
Yeah, that's my excuse for it. Just everyone getting lost in the sauce. So unfortunately didn't get to turn around to try and boost damage boost. You'll also see me trying to get to the very beginning of those platforms, because if I get too close to those loops, I will just faceplant into the side. You do need enough of a run-up for them. Believe it or not, you can't just stand on the slope and begin to run, because this isn't Sonic 4. So there you go, there's a bit of a damage boost. And I'm just going to quickly scale up here. I'm going to go here. And... no, that's okay. Oh, no, okay. So as you see here, I need to back up enough to just get that speed to make my way over here. And I'm going to take this very slow, because I now have no rings. I couldn't show the safer upper route that I like taking. So there we go. Just take it nice and slow because I don't want to die. And a ring, that's pretty fine, honestly. Yeah, the bottom route, it's like you can blast through and everything, and you can get that ring back if you are a bit fast. But in a marathon setting, I'm not going to do that. So here we have Red Volcano 3, and this is actually a lot easier to do with Knuckles because he has his wall climb. With Sonic, you have to do some quite precise platforming. And honestly, Knuckles has this tiny section which is a bit precise, but it's pretty fine. And we have our merciful boss, Bubonic, who gave us this platform for this fight. And didn't do that, that's fine. I'm going to try and... yeah, so those 3 hits though, I actually found that strat out, but I wasn't good enough to actually put it in practice. Well, originally it was just getting those 2 hits off immediately at the very top. I just thought, why are we waiting for him to come down and getting that riskier hit when we can just immediately bash into his face again as soon as we get that first hit, much like we do in Green Hill 3. and then Hypnotics was actually able to put it into practice and get the third hit in by being very quick on the fall. So, oh no! Okay, so I'm gonna have to take the death here because go away, ring. I accidentally fell there. It's fine. This is what the death animation looks like.
That looks hilarious.
Unfortunately, can't do the strat that was found by the 8-bit beast because it was a Sonic strat. But I believe it was MTP. I'll have to check at the end of the run when I have a little bit more time. But they found that actually Knuckles can do the skip as well, but it is a lot more strict. It's pretty hard with Sonic. With Knuckles, well, we don't know the setup yet, but even they said it was very hard to do. Can I do pipe jump out of this pipe and save myself some time? I cannot, that's a shame. So again, that is, again, pipe jump out of that pipe just saves you falling down there. A lot easier to do with Sonic because you can mash, but if you mash with Knuckles, you will glide. But the recovery is easier with Knuckles, so, you know, pick your poison, I guess. However, I do prefer doing it with Sonic because, well, A, I can try and do that skip, but B, I do like to mash to try and get pipe jump, just because it is a little bit faster. So we fall down here, and I'm going to spin, and I'm going to use these walls to try and bring my speed. Oh, I've never fallen down there before. To try and bring my speed to 0 faster. Because as you see there, you know, we skid along, it's very slow. Whereas we can just hit a wall and immediately hit 0. So need be... Ooh, okay. Surprised that came out there. We need to be careful, we don't want to fall down now because there is a current that will bring us up in a big loop. Oh no, am I going to drown? Nah, I'm not, because we have these pipes. I'm going to hold left because I do not want to fall right because the current. Wow, okay. Okay, we're going to do that. So we're going to land, or not, on this platform. Get up and we're going to get a little bit of speed. Jump over and we're going to watch out for this crab meat. There we go. Jump over the spring because we want bottom pipe. Then we'll go hold down right because the pipe throws us over no speed and down just to spin dash into that crab meat. Like I said earlier, it's an 8-bit Sonic game. They love their pipes, especially in water levels. And like I said, we do too because it makes us be fast but also gives us our oxygen back. So we're going to do a very tight jump here. And we're just going to climb up. And now I don't have to do the big awkward loop around Blue Marine in the bottom here because the exit tube is right here. In we go. Can I get into this little crevice? There we go. Yep, that's fine. And the signpost is just here. What are we going to get? A rain! Yippee! Actually, I've had a pretty good signpost RNG. Believe it or not, we do like to see that. Blue Marine Zone 3. Now, this is a very vertical stage. Where do you think the boss is going to be? At the top? No. We go down. He's just hiding down here. And here he is. So, Blue Marine 3, unfortunate, is very similar to Green Hill 3, except he just has 2 more hits. But we have to be careful because we are under the water. And because we didn't get that perfect cycle at the beginning, we need to be careful of oxygen. So I'm just going to grab the bubble and play it safe. 2 and 3. Nice. That's fairly decent. The funny thing is if you maybe miss the first hit from the perfect cycle, we'll call it, and you do then get it, say, on the 9th hit, you can actually die whilst it's counting down, or like, you know, your way into transition to the next scene, which is really unfortunate when it happens, but also kind of funny. So that's why, you know, if you don't get that hit, I will typically, especially in a marathon setting, I will go for that bubble for the safety strat. Now, the annoying thing with these enemies... Oh, okay. Those are like little flying buzzsaw type of creatures. The hitbox is very janky. I still don't know how to hit them correctly. Like, that looked like I hit it on the head, but apparently not.
I call
I also had
shenanigans.
to... Oh yeah, very much shenanigans. And you also seen that I didn't immediately hit the check mark because I was in an invulnerable state. I do have to wait to come back to normal to hit them. Thank God I didn't get the... This game is also very ruthless with like immediate deaths at the very beginning of the stage. But thankfully for that one there, I did get it correctly. Kill you, please. Jump over them, thank God. And will I go under? Yep, okay. So a lot of these enemies are a nuisance to deal with, honestly. Particularly in this level. Just, like I said, those hitboxes just are quite jank. Under... And then I'm going to be safe. Get the checkpoint. And continue on, because I have had some unfortunate math and luck with this stage in particular, as of recent. So, believe it or not, these spikes don't hurt you when you go like this. It's perfectly safe. Knuckles is a trained professional.
What a pro.
So I'm going to keep running until I see that camera change, jump, and just glide right onto the signpost. So as you've seen, this level uses a lot of teleportations, and there's a lot of spots all throughout the zone where you can go to like several different places in several different areas. Gonna be safe, get the ring, and again, the boss is like the very first area you can come across for some reason. So, Silver Castle again is one of those labyrinth zones where, without knowing exactly where you're going, you can spend a lot of time in it. Because I know this game and I speedrun it, I know the exact ones to take. I would also like to draw a dud. No, the time loss. No. I would like to bring to attention the 2 stray pixels on Eggman's sprite down in the bottom right. Those are our favorite 2 pixels in the entire game. You'll see it shake and everything along with him and move. I've lost count, so I'll just scream time whenever Eggman starts exploding. So for this, I do try and move the platform to the middle. I know people spin dash as well because it's faster to just wait to see if he moves. But time. But I just prefer moving that to the middle. That's just how I do it. But yeah, that was Sonic Blast. Beat the game with Knuckles. A very short game, and honestly not hard to learn, but there's some things that are difficult to master, like doing that skip in Blue Marine 2 with both Sonic, and when we figure out how to do it with Knuckles, as well as just general movement tech. It's definitely a game I need to get back to and grind out a bit. But it's just one of those games that was one of my first speedruns. I think thanks to S2 and Hypnotics, who I mentioned earlier. So shout out to them. Also shout out to Adri, who's the current world record holder. I think might actually have the sweep in all characters and all categories. So there's the beat the game, and then there's the 100% where you get the 5 chaos emeralds. Yes, this was still the point in time where they were figuring out how many chaos emeralds there were for Sonic to collect. That is also a category most people don't recommend to do, because you essentially have to do whatever the second act again, so the run essentially becomes twice as long. It's a category I need to eventually do, but I am not. Oops, I just smacked my mic. That is just my branding. I play the bad and weird games. But if you do want to play this, I would very much recommend it beat the game because, as you see here, it's a sub 20-minute game. Once you do a few runs, you definitely will get that sub 20. And it is kind of fun, to be honest. It's fun to make fun of it. I love to hate it. As does like every other runner in this game. But again, just my other shoutouts, I would like to thank Club 601, which is HUD 601 server. They are there's a great bunch of people in there, as well as the classic Sonic speedrun community. This is one of my more normal games, believe it or not. As I said, I play the weird and bad ones. I think it's really weird. So they put up with a lot of my nonsense. Yes, it was MTP that found the Knuckle Skip and 8-Bit Beast, who actually has been working on the task as well for this game. And also the likes of like Flying Fox, they are the series mod, and were one of the first people to also run the game as well. So yeah, I will throw it back then to our wonderful Supersonic host.
Yeah, thank you again for that amazing run. I was trying to hold my laugh for so long because of how Knuckles' running animation looks. I was like trying not to laugh, but my gosh, that is such a good run. I mean, just seeing like how you took the routes, and I struggled to beat this game for the longest time, and you made that look so easy. So yeah, GG's again on that run.
Thank you.
Yeah, but anyways, we have another run coming up in the Sonic block. We have Sonic Adventure DX ran by Matoy. So definitely stay tuned for that. This is actually the end of my hosting bit. So again, thank you for the Breaking the Habit staff for having me on board and also having me do my run as well. And yeah, let's keep the Sonic block rolling with Sonic Adventure DX. Stay tuned, folks.